Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into how reclaiming your mornings can actually serve as a biological and strategic cheat code for taking complete control of your life. I am seriously excited to guide you through this, because we aren't just talking about setting an alarm clock a little earlier. We are talking about fundamentally rewiring how you operate on a daily basis.
Let me ask you something, and I want you to be completely honest with yourself here. Are you truly thriving right now? Or are you simply surviving the frantic, exhausting rush of the modern day? I mean, so many of us wake up already feeling behind, right? We're immediately swallowed by notifications, emails, and the urgent demands of literally everyone else.
Think of it this way. There is a massive, stark contrast between a reactive morning and a proactive morning. A reactive morning is essentially driven by other people's emergencies. You wake up, grab your phone, and your stress levels instantly spike. But a proactive morning, that's your fortress. That is where you fill your own cup first. You wake up early, you move your body, you center yourself, and you approach the rest of your day from a place of calm, focused power.
So here is exactly how we're going to unpack this today. First, reactive versus proactive mornings. Next, we'll hit the science of early rising, followed by building unbreakable discipline. Then we'll break down the 20-20-20 morning formula and wrap it all up with your 30-day transformation.
By the way, all the game-changing insights we're exploring today come straight out of Muhammad Ashraf's book, The 5 a.m. Mindset. It's an incredible blueprint for unlocking your full potential before the sun even comes up.
All right, let's jump right into part one, reactive versus proactive mornings. Own your morning, own your life.
You know the old saying, success leaves clues? Well, it's absolutely true. Just look at the heavy hitters. The pattern is undeniable. You've got Apple's Tim Cook up at 3:45 a.m. planning the trajectory of a global powerhouse, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. Or look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, crushing it in the gym by 4 a.m. to anchor his mental state, no matter how chaotic his filming schedule gets. Claiming this quiet victory before dawn provides a massive competitive advantage. You aren't responding to the world, you are telling the universe that your goals are the priority.
Which brings us to part two, the science of early rising, biological optimization. We've all heard Benjamin Franklin's classic line centuries ago, early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. But here's the really cool part. What used to just be folksy wisdom is now backed up by hard, modern science. Our brains are naturally optimized for pre-dawn performance.
Think of your brain's prefrontal cortex. That's the area handling your intense focus and executive decision-making, like the battery on your smartphone. Every single choice you make chips away at that battery. That's exactly why by 5 p.m., you're experiencing total decision fatigue. But at 5 a.m., after some solid restorative sleep, boom, 100% charged. This is your ultimate golden hour to tackle the most complex, difficult tasks. And honestly, the biology gets even better. You also experience something called the cortisol awakening response. It sounds a bit clinical, but it's basically your body's built-in natural espresso shot. Combine that sharp energy with the absolute pin-drop silence of 5 a.m., and your brain naturally slips right into these highly productive theta and alpha brainwave states. It is literally the perfect storm for deep, uninterrupted flow.
Let's move into part three, building unbreakable discipline, overcoming mental resistance.
Let's be real for a second. Motivation is incredibly flaky. It comes and goes like the weather. You absolutely cannot rely on it when your alarm is blaring in the pitch dark. What you actually need is a profound identity shift. Stop struggling uphill and telling yourself, "Oh, I'm trying to wake up early." No, you need to flip the script and tell yourself, "I am a morning person. I am disciplined." The human brain desperately wants to be consistent with how we view ourselves. So if you shift the identity, the actions naturally follow.
And to lock that in, you take willpower completely out of the equation, using habit stacking. You want to create a totally frictionless, automated script for your morning. Alarm goes off, immediately drink water, put your shoes on, drop for 20 push-ups, and sit at the desk. Boom, boom, boom. Your morning shouldn't require complex decision-making. It should just be an automated chain reaction your body executes without even thinking. Now we're into the really good stuff. Part 4, the 20-20-20 morning formula, igniting body, mind, and spirit.
So, you're up out of bed, your brain is primed, but what exactly are you supposed to be doing during that golden hour from 5 to 6 a.m.? Enter the 20-20-20 framework, famously popularized by Robin Sharma. It brilliantly slices your morning into 3 equal 20-minute chunks: move, reflect, and grow.
Here is how that looks in practice. From 5 to 5:20, you move. You get a real sweat going to release dopamine and a chemical called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which literally repairs brain cells. Then, from 5:20 to 5:40, you reflect. This is your time to seek stillness, meditate, or journal. Get that cortisol down and just breathe. Finally, from 5:40 to 6 a.m., you grow. Read a book, listen to an educational podcast. Just do the math on that. That is over 120 hours of pure, uninterrupted learning every single year, all while your competition is quite literally still snoring.
But, and this is absolutely crucial, none of this works if you don't prep the night before. You've got to eliminate the snooze button entirely. Put your phone across the room so you physically have to stand up to turn it off. During your reflection time, use the rule of 3 to jot down your top 3 non-negotiable goals for the day. And frankly, you have to respect your biology. You can't burn the midnight oil and expect this to work. You need to shift your sleep window and be in bed by 10 p.m. No excuses.
Finally, let's hit part 5, the 30-day transformation, the roadmap to success.
Look, the next 30 days are going to be a journey. Week 1 is the destruction phase, and yeah, you're gonna face some severe friction. You are detoxing from your old life. Week 2 is installation, and expect a lot of messy mental resistance here. But if you push through, Week 3 brings integration. That's when the magic happens. The incredible benefits emerge, and you start feeling faster and happier. By Week 4, you reach the peak phase, operating at a completely new, frictionless level of performance.
I really want you to remember the immense power of the compound effect here. These quiet, disciplined mornings, they are your daily 1% improvement. It might seem small in the moment, but a 1% improvement compounded every single day results in a massive 37 times improvement over the course of just 1 year. That is the definition of life-changing.
So tomorrow morning, when that alarm starts blaring in the pitch dark and your bed is feeling dangerously comfortable, you're faced with a very simple choice. Are you going to hit snooze, pull up the covers and go back to dreaming? Or are you going to get up, own that 5 a.m. quiet, and actually start chasing them? The choice is entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, I'll see you in the morning.
If you're ready to take control of your life, build unbreakable discipline, and unlock your full potential, then this book is your next step. Discipline is freedom, isn't just a concept, it's a lifestyle. Get your copy now using the link in the description and start becoming the person you were meant to be. Your future self will thank you.